A witch's mark was a spot on a suspected witch's body that the witch would apparently use to feed her familiar, or to feed an imp, or to feed some kind of demonic entity that she had made a pact with. Now, these demonic entities need to feed on your life force essence, which is within the blood. And so the witch finder generals believed that if you stripped someone down and you scoured their body, that you could maybe find some kind of mark that the witch was secretly using at night to feed this familiar that she has. And so what ended up happening was that people were getting body scans, and every single mole, a cherry angioma, a piece of raised skin, a pimple, people were like, this is a witch's mark. I mean, how would you fare today if you were asked to strip and have your body examined for some kind of mark? You see a lot of that as being a kind of hysteria and a kind of madness. But there actually is sort of little small nuggets of truth. If you are messing around with black magic and you do call to you some, demonic entities, it is true that part of that pact is that they feed on you, and that you enter into this sort of codependent relationship with these dark entities. Black magic is essentially esoteric codependency. It's sharing of life force for worldly power. That's what it is. And if there is an entity that is basically in that pact with you, they will feed on you. And that's why people will get into these weird kinds of sacrifices and stuff to bolster energy, right? And so if an entity is feeding on you, it is possible that it could create a mark on the body, because whatever happens in the spiritual plane, in the spiritual world, to the astral and etheric bodies will appear on the physical body. So if you do have some kind of extended spiritual interaction going on, right, it's going to eventually appear on your physical body. But it's taking a little bit further in that everything in the spiritual world, including entities merging with you, will affect your appearance. And so if you do have an entity feeding on you, then that could actually manifest as a mark. Now again, it doesn't make any sense to assume that a mark means that. It's just a little bit of esoteric science there to say that what happens in the spiritual world manifests in the physical world. And if there is some kind of attachment that someone has, that will begin to affect their appearance.